yoga is a philosophy and a way of life.
Salsa, jazz, funk, dances, passion, excitement.
If you can't keep a beat on the dance floor and conventional gymming has gotten just a little bit boring,
Come and join us.
every day, Monday through Friday.
Here on Sweat. A common and widespread misconception is that to be born female is to be born under a curse of monthly suffering on account of period pain. And according to Swami Muktanand, it is so widespread that it is now regarded as normal for menstruation to be accompanied by physical and emotional distress. I'm Samara, and today we have with us Samita Rathore, so that you don't have to hear, oh, she's just PMSing anymore. So Samita, you know, my periods used to be very painful and very irregular. And I think that yoga has not only regularized my cycle, but made, I still cry the day for a different reason, which is not normal, but it's definitely better than before. Out there, where should one?
See, Samara, it's very important that before you take any steps, you first visit a doctor, because you never know what it can be. You know, because you have endometriosis, you have dysmenorrhea, you have so it's better to be safe than sorry.
For your medical exams, you know, a yoga teacher can design a special program for you.
Absolutely.
But once you've begun your practice, it's important to remain in a constant dialogue with your teacher about your physical and mental state.
Absolutely.
Then there's the big question, to practice or not to practice during one's period.
See, what happens is during periods, a woman loses about 60 ml of blood in about 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah. You know? And what happens when you lose blood? Your body becomes weak.
Yeah.
You know, so that is the answer to your question.
Not put pressure on one.
Exactly. You know, and each person has a different level of tolerance. So that's very individual.
What are the things one should not do during one's period?
Yeah, what is very important is that inversions avoid, you know, because this area is kind of, you know, soft and weak, so just avoid inversions.
Right.
But what we could do is, we could have a certain practice, okay, where you have postures, and it could lead to periods which are not painful, basically.
And if you do get a chance to meditate, you must, because I don't know if you've noticed, but women are extra sensitive and very physically potent at this time. So you must take advantage of it instead of feeling negative about it.
Completely,
right?
yeah.
So what are the kind of asanas that one should do to prevent painful periods?
See, generally there are no specific asanas, you know, for preventing periods. But yes, there are a couple of asanas which you could do before the periods, so that, again, like I said, you know, you just strengthen your body and
your pelvic
area, you know, so then
Surya Namaskar is fantastic.
That's very, very good, yeah, very energizing, and it strengthens you, and that's really, really good.
So in terms of asanas?
In terms of asanas, there are a couple of asanas that we will start with.
Okay.
But we will also remember that there are a couple of asanas that we will do, we must not do during periods.
Okay.
Okay, so should we start?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll instruct you.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with this asana called Baddha Konasana.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure you're familiar with it. Okay, so, okay, spread your legs, okay, clasp your toes, yeah, hands stretched and hold your toes. Get in a comfortable position, relax. Okay, it's important that you relax in this position.
And that you have your spine erect.
Yeah, erect, but at the same time you're relaxing because you're going to inhale, right? So we need you to relax. Okay. Now, raise your hands and inhale. Okay, and put your hand on join your palms together like a namaste. Yeah.